Hi there. How you doing? So about a year and 3 months ago, I made a video saying, let's do a Q&A, my first Q&A ever. And so I asked you all for a bunch of questions and I never did it. I never did it. I ran away with your questions and bought hot tamale pants. Okay. So I'm gonna answer them and it should be interesting. I bet you like 60% of these people aren't even subscribed to me anymore. How dare you? But I will still answer your unsubscribed questions, you son of a bitch. So before we get to the answers, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took so long. I had this whole idea when I first asked you all for questions. I was gonna make all these skits to go with every question. I was gonna put all this effort into it, and then I got so many questions, and I got overwhelmed, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna do that? I can't do that. And I debated it. I went through some of them. I was like, okay, I could do that. I couldn't think of it. So I'm doing it now with the green screen, and let's do it. Okay, Pro Veg asks, what's the secret to your long, luscious hair? Well, I'll tell you. I comb it 7 times a day, and I spend most of my time upside down. And to get it to its current length, I have a fan pointed at me at all times. It helps change the direction of the follicles. And okay, I see why I should have answered the question immediately. I get it. I had long, luscious hair back then. I'm sorry. I'm a freak now. He also asks, do you wipe standing up or sitting down? You're disgusting. Emma G asks, what do you think about mussels and oysters? They don't feel pain, apparently. Some people say this, like they are life forms, but they don't have a central nervous system or some sort of, like there's a loophole, but I see them as life. Like if I was to take one, it would try to get away. It wants to live, so I don't consume them. I don't think they're healthy either, because the oceans are full of mercury. And what's the point? What is the point of all that toxic shit? Living Life Form replied to that oyster question with, being shot in the head is fine as long as you don't feel it. That pretty much sums it up. Okay, Pensionar asks, hello. Okay, I'll just skip to his question. I will ask some special questions. Did you had a weak moment in your vegan journey? I had many weak links in the chain. That chain snapped off like 100 times. I'm sorry. I had so many. I didn't even plan to stay vegan for the longest time. For a good 4 years maybe, I didn't even had no intentions of staying vegan. So that weakness showed itself often. But after that, it was very seldom. Seldom cheats. I'd have a bit of salmon, get stomach pain, be like, I can't do it. And it was just less and less and less until now I'm the perfect vegan who has no problems ever. I do everything by the book. He also asks, what is your opinion about the vegans that wear leather, fur, etc.? Hate those guys. I would never do that. For shame if you do that. Wow, that's pathetic. Yeah, okay, I'm well known for having a used fur coat. What are you gonna do? Send me to coat jail? I'm not going. Honestly, I don't want the coat. I probably will sell it, make my profit. I will profit off your dead animal bodies. I'm the worst vegan ever. My opinion is never buy a new leather or fur product. No animal products new ever, because you're directly supporting that industry. And I would say if you already own a leather jacket, put it to good use. Either wear it or give it away to somebody. I mean, it's better than throwing it out. To me, that's disrespectful. The animal died for that purpose, and then you're just going to be like, whatever. I mean, I guess it would biodegrade into the earth, so I don't know. Where I stand, don't buy it new. If you have it, use it or give it away. Me, I crossed the fine line and bought one used. Did not contribute to the industry, but I bought it. And I don't know, I don't like it, so it's not something that's a big part of me. I'm probably going to sell it. Vegan Calisthenics asks, is Kent locked up in the basement with his computer? All I've seen in the past weeks were his YouTube comments. As far as I know, Kent hibernates in the summer. He's opposite of what most hibernating creatures do. It's too hot for him with his lard diet in the summer, so he hibernates, but he will come out for videos sometimes, just not often because he's just so ugly. It's hard to... I'm not ugly. I'm as beautiful as any flower on this earth. You're ugly. You're bald. You smell bald. You smell like cheese that's like older than it should be. Like that's a bad thing. That's a compliment. Thank you, actually. Yeah, we're done with your segment. Buy a Kent shirt. You're not gonna buy one. Are you cutting this? Living Life Form asks, why haven't you torn out your natural teeth and replaced them with shitty white teeth made of plastic? I don't know why I haven't done that. I should do it. I didn't know that was an option to do. Honestly, I would love to do that. If I had the cash, I think it's like 10 grand or so to fully just rip out all your teeth and get the titanium implants. I would get zirconia implants. It's more friendly, apparently. But yeah, I would love to do that. Get some Tom Cruise teeth. I don't love having crooked yellow teeth. Do you think I wanted that? Do you think I signed that document before I got here to this planet? Yeah, sign me up for that. No. All the white straight ones were taken. I'll settle for this. Animus Volt asks, can you follow me on SoundCloud? I was about to, but your desperation scared me off. I will just say this, I'm not ranting on you, but when smaller channels do this, I've done it in the past. I'm guilty of it, so I can already say this. When small channels, you can always tell when somebody leaves a comment like, oh, I just made a video on that actually. Nobody cares. Don't do it. Just resist the urge. If you're gonna comment on somebody else's video, just say something unique. Say what's on your heart. Don't even mention that you make videos. You'll say something and people will be like, man, that was a good comment. Who's that? Oh, look at that. I think he makes videos. He's got over 100 subs. Maybe he makes videos. I'll check him out. Just don't do it. Don't be like, oh, check out my channel, guys. I make videos of my lawnmower. But you're not gonna check it out. Vegan Movement asks, hypothetical, if you were a majority fitness channel and that is what you wanted to center your channel around, and of course a vegan message, would you wait until you reach a decent fitness level or would you just start it? And which would you honestly watch? Just a hypothetical question. Okay, my thoughts on that. I remember a guy who started a channel and he was already built. He just started it. He was a vegan channel. He sent me a message. He was like, check out my channel. I was like, fuck. Okay, I'll check it out. And he was already really fit. And it turned me off for some reason. I was just like, where's your journey? How'd you get to that? Start it now. Start it when you're a little bitch. That's the best. The journey is the best part. Nobody cares about the guy who's already there. You're just like, good for you. I'm fat. My toes hurt. I hate you. Show your journey. If you're fat, start it now and get slim on YouTube. That's my advice. That's what I would rather see, the journey. But be committed. Don't just start the journey and like fizzle out halfway through. That's equally bad when somebody's like, all right, I'm 250 pounds. I'm going to lose all this weight. I'm going on a juice fast. And then 2 weeks in, and that was their last video 3 years ago. Don't be that guy or girl. So, journey. Start it, live it. Trent Jackson asks, were you a good student in high school? Not the greatest. I was smart in certain things. I say like I was borderline prophet on certain things and then just so dumb on the others. It was just like the weird paradox of like, wow, he's really good. Oh, wow. You didn't know where Mississippi was. That's okay. It's just here's a cookie. I think I knew deep down that high school just wasn't that important. All the things they were teaching, it wasn't like life skills. So I didn't put my full effort in. I did enough to pass. In fact, my last year in high school, I knew I only needed 2 credits left, so I took 2 spares. My last year was such a lazy, stupid year. Basically, my first period was a spare, so instead of starting at 9 o'clock, I started at 10:20, and then my second or third period was a spare, and it rotated, so either I had a super long lunch right after the first class, or a super long lunch after. It was terrible. I would not even do anything with that time. I just killed my time the whole time. That long, like 2.5 hour lunch, I'd just be like walking around after my like 10-minute lunch eating pizza. I'd be walking around the campus staring out the windows. I wasted so much time as a child. So dumb. So get a goal and focus on it. And what did that have to do with the question? Was I a good student? Not really. But I passed. I was like a 75-ish% average student. I could have done a lot better, but I was really good at music class, art, math for some reason. But others, I didn't care. The sciences, we all know that. Naked Banana asks, what's your job? The hell do you think my job is? Actually, back then, that was a good question because I was probably making like $40 a month. So back then, I was hoping this would be my job, but it's my job. I always tell people I'm a YouTube sensation. Whenever they ask me, they never laugh. So I have to come up with something better to describe that, but I make YouTube videos and I have side incomes that I'm trying to develop. I got t-shirts, music, and I haven't worked yet on the ebook, but I need some ebooks. I gotta share with people how I healed colitis, and an exercise book will come because the gains are just too legit to quit, and people have to know that it's possible to build muscle without weights, with just your body. Master your body. Moving along. Snacks asks, how long have you been growing your hair out? Well, about, let's say, a week and a half. So, probably not the answer you were looking for, but this is it. And just to say this, I got several comments on that mukbang video, because I looked bald. I know that. As soon as I showed my girlfriend, she was like, you look bald. I was like, I know. Let me just explain my theory on that video. Because would you look at me and say, oh, fuck, he's bald? Kind of. Look, shut up. Here's my theory. The hairs on top point this way, and they allow light to penetrate and reflect off the scalp, whereas the sides, they're going back and they deflect it. So you cannot see through to the scalp, and it's just the front. So whenever I'm facing lights, which is gonna be always, it doesn't look right. It looks thinner. Whereas if I was to move around, you trying to tell me that guy's bald? This guy right here. Come on. So I'm not thinning, and I have luscious hair, and what I do works. I got a couple people saying I'm a scammer. You made all these viral videos on hair loss and you're thinner than you've ever been. Wow. Relax your dick. Leave me alone. It's just hair, and it's thick enough. It's pretty thick. I mean, it's thicker than it's ever been, so shut up. Vulture Nusan asks, how do you music, bruh? I dig them musics on all your video. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I play the keyboard. I use Reason 9, and that's it. It's a virtual studio, and it has every instrument, and I love it. I've been playing the keyboard since I was like 5 years old, maybe 4. I think it was before school even started. I remember my mom got me a keyboard, and I played it a bit before I went to bed. I made this song. It was so simple, and I woke up extra early, super excited to play that song again that I remembered from the night before. It was just like the first time I was excited to be alive as a child. And it's like the only thing that gives me those tingles when I'm doing it. It's just like, oh my God. Whenever I make a song, it's just like, it's something, it's calling me. That might be a bigger part of my future than I think right now. It might be, I don't know what direction I'm going to take. I could go off into acting. I could go off into musician territory. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do all of them, but I often fizzle out and I don't fully focus in the one areas. It's tough because I'm raising this YouTube career, and then I have all these projects off on the side. It's tough. There's only so much time in a day, and I do waste a lot of it. So I gotta focus, and I will do that, hopefully soon. Holy Maria asks, I want to hear about your soulmate. Introduce her to us and tell us why you think you guys are soulmates. That will come. I've promised this for a long time. We are going to do a video on how we met and all of that stuff. It's just, she's very busy. She's very busy. She works a lot. She almost works like 7 days a week, it seems. And so she's like doing her acupuncture thing, and she also is a very devoted Buddhist, so she has all these she volunteers at the temple, and she's just like, her schedule is full. And we only see each other like once, maybe twice a week. So when she comes, it's either like her coming here after work or I'm going there after work. And yeah, her schedule has really filled in, and there's not a lot of time for us together. So when we are together, we spend our time together. We don't like make videos and stuff. So that's why it's taken so long, but it will come. We almost made a video last night, and I don't know, it was getting late. We couldn't think of anything, so it didn't happen, but it will happen. So I will introduce you to my soulmate lover. She is my everything. She is my cake. She is my pie. So we will do a video soon. Jasmine Ball asks, if you had a pet, i.e. cat, would you feed it meat, or would you try make it vegan? I have a cat. I feed it meat. Cats are carnivores. I know that I'm a hypocrite vegan. I buy meat for my cat. That's what I do here. I mean, I had it before I was one of these like ethical vegans. So me and my mom got a cat, I forget, like 4 years ago, 5, I don't even know. It was a long time ago. And we have him now, Reggie. He's a little devil. He meows a lot. Siamese cat. He was too cute. I knew they meowed a lot, and I still got him. He was too cute. I was like, maybe he won't meow, but he does. He does. So I feed him meat, and I don't believe cats should even try to be vegan. I mean, people make the argument for humans to be vegan because we're not designed to eat meat. Like, we don't have the claws or the teeth. We're not fast. We can't, like, without our brains and our tools, we can't really do it. And it doesn't appeal to us anyway. Even if I managed to kill a squirrel, I would, like, bury it and give it a funeral. I wouldn't be thinking, oh, let's eat that. How do I do it? I mean, a real carnivore would tear into its neck and drink its blood and then get into its guts and all that. We don't do that. I mean, we have no appeal towards that. So it's like people arguing that humans shouldn't eat meat because of that are the same people somehow arguing that, oh, that doesn't matter for the cat though. He should also be vegan. So clip his claws. Yeah, the claws are cool. Maybe they were designed for Edward Scissorhands art for cats. Cats are designed to kill. So I think they need meat, and you might find some cats that do okay on veganism, but I just say, why tinker with Gaudens McThunderwood's design? Give the cat meat. It's not a lot of meat. I buy a bag and it lasts him many, many months. He doesn't eat anywhere near. That's like if I was to eat meat once every 2 months is like feeding a cat. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break. I adore LOA, Joy Seeker. I don't know if there's even a question in here. I'm not seeing it, but she's saying something about there's a problem with comments and you can't see it. But that does bring up something. If you want to reach me, don't reply to a comment, because those, for some reason, YouTube doesn't show all the replies. The system is just broken. I see all new comments, but for whatever reason, they only show some of the replies. And so I often miss replies. So someone will leave a comment, I'll reply, and then their next reply, I won't even see it. So if it's urgent, don't do that reply ladder. Oh, and she also asks, why can some people not see her comments? Usually, that could be you're banned from that channel. We have a little feature, and I am so grateful for this feature, hide user from channel. It's like I've been using that more and more lately. I get so many haters that are just constant haters that just always, some have been watching me for years, and every comment, I remember their face and thumbnail, no, face and name, and it's just like every time it's something negative. I don't have time for that in my life. It's like I'm just trying to spread joy here, and I'm making people laugh, and I'm sharing my journey about health, and people want to bring me down to their little level in the sewer. I don't have time for that shit. So I used to get into these long, drawn-out arguments, and I was just like spending so much time debating people, and now it's just like, I don't have time for that. Delete. Done. No energy spent on it whatsoever. So that's where I am right now. I actually have quite a long blacklist. So it's funny, people will comment now, but only they will see their comment. Nobody else will see it. And I'm like, hey, if you think that I've done that to you and you want to talk about it, message me on Facebook and we'll see if we can work it out. I would love to unban everybody, but there's a couple people who are just so negative. I don't have time for that. I want to spread positivity. I want to make the world a better place, and you're going to get haters no matter what. But if I can just hide them for a little bit, I'm cool with that. Enough Love asks, how many calories do you think you consume in a day, and you look way sexier in the backwards ball cap with your hair in the front? I don't have the hair in the front anymore, but thank you. Calories, I don't give a shit. I just eat. If I feel hungry, I eat. If I'm not hungry anymore, I know I've eaten enough and I'm gaining muscle. I weigh a bit more than I used to. I'm like 135-ish. Barely gained weight since my high-fat experiment, but I'm getting stronger. I can feel it, and I'm on a new program now, and I don't count calories. I think the less we can eat, the better. To a point. I mean, obviously you need to maintain your stuff, But I'm more into the juices, cleansing, and just getting enough to where I'm not freaking out about food. It's not a restriction, it's just stuffing myself with food does not make me feel good, so I don't do it often. Sometimes I can't help myself. B1 Cam asks, what is the sickest joke you know, you son of a bitch? I don't know any jokes. I know one joke, and it did make me laugh when I first heard it, and it stuck in my mind for some reason. It's the dumbest joke you ever heard in your life, but it was just so stupid that it made me laugh. And it's just this. Play it with me right now. Ask me if I'm a tiger. Ask me out loud. Do it. Ask me if I'm a tiger. Yes, I am. Ask me if I'm a lion. No, I'm a tiger. That's it. That was the joke. So dumb. That's all I know. Mike asks, who is your favorite comic? Who inspires you the most? If you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, who would it be? Favorite comic? I don't know names very well. There's a guy named John Deere. I used to find him hilarious. He's one of them. Kevin James, the fat guy from King of Queens. I don't watch a lot of stand-up, but some of the funniest people from TV that I remember are that guy, Kevin James from King of Queens, anyone on Seinfeld, all of them were funny. And the guy that wrote Seinfeld with Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm guy, Larry Johannesburg. What's his name? Larry something. Shut up. Oh, if I could have dinner with anybody, who would it be? I wouldn't give a shit. I don't talk during dinner. There's some people that like to talk during dinner, my girlfriend, and some people that don't like to talk, me. So this can be interesting. It's time to eat. And I don't like to talk when I eat, I just like to enjoy it. So yeah, I wouldn't not dinner have with, I'm not dyslexic. Chalice asks, what made you go fully fruitarian originally? That was to heal the ulcerative colitis. To do that, you need to go on a lot of fruit, high fruit diet, but I found even the raw vegetables and nuts were too much for my colon. So for a while, I was doing like 100% fruit, and I might even go back to that a bit with the green juice as a backup supplement balancing act. I think that could be a very cleansing way to eat for a little bit. Green juice and whole fruits. I look forward to doing that because these starch meals, still not super happy down here. They just don't glide through me like a Swiffer duster. That's what I want. Leafy Vegan asks, do you enjoy mushrooms? I like the taste of them, but they bloat the shit out of me. I was eating raw mushrooms for a while too. Maybe that's why, but I've just stayed away from them for a while because I was just so bloated on them. I was thinking, some people say raw mushrooms are not digestible, and so I wanted to test that, and they were delicious. I liked them. I was just eating them plain, the white button mushrooms, shiitake. I was having them all just plain. I was like, this is kind of good. They're water rich. They're like enjoyable to eat, but I was so gassy, and I was like, what's doing it? And I removed the mushrooms. I ran out one day and the gas went away, and I was just like, oh, wow. Those were wow. So I don't eat them. I might try them cooked again, but I'm not really in the market for more gas, so I avoid them. Elky Aptroot asks, since others are probably going to ask you where you get your protein, I thought if it was a good idea to ask what your favorite source of omega-3 is. I don't pay attention to it. My favorite source is cantaloupes. Those are the highest fruit and they taste the best. Chia seeds taste like nothing to me. Try it. Blend them up in water, just drink it. You'll be like, wow, these must be so important to the human development. I don't know how important they are, really. I go back and forth on this. It's like, I don't know if they're super important to our brain health. They could be. Or, like, if they were more important, why don't they taste like anything? the vegan ones at least, the chia and the flax, they don't taste like anything. So I'm not sure. My favorite source is cantaloupe, and let's leave it at that. And the leafy greens, spinach. I love me some spinach. Gunner Cod, love your vids. How about a colitis update? How are you doing now? I don't have colitis anymore. I'm proud to say. People with colitis flare up and they bleed from their bowels. That was happening to me often. Like, it was more blood than not blood. So now I haven't had a flare up since 2012, since I gave up dairy. So that is no longer colitis. You can't just, nobody with colitis goes into remission for what, 5 years? It's gone. So it's never coming back unless I was to eat dairy. That's like, I'm allergic to protein in dairy, and that would mess up my gut again for sure. But it's just, things are a little sluggish sometimes when I eat these starchy meals, and the fats, I can't seem to overcome that, and I might have to just do another green juice and whole fruits flush out and see if I can pinpoint this once and for all, because it is annoying that I can't just like have a nice satisfying bean and veggie dish with some avocado and just have that flow through me like a normal human being. So I'm definitely a little sluggish, and I haven't quite figured that out, but it's like my life goal. It's what I'm working on the hardest, and I will figure it out. I don't know, maybe what I'm figuring out is these foods are not good for me, and I just have to stick with the fruits and move to a tropical climate where the fruits actually taste good, and then that will solve the problem. So could be that, and I look forward to doing that one day. Ulysses Villarreal asks, favorite type of music and or producer? Okay, I love house music. It just captured me. When I used to go to clubs and I first heard that pounding bass, I was just like, oh my God. It was just like, I'd never danced in my life. I told this story on one of my ecstasy videos, and I just started dancing for the first time, and it was probably the ecstasy that made me love house music, but I've never forgot it, and I love it. So that might be my favorite type of music. I also love relaxing ambient stuff and hip hop. Those are my 3 genres, and those are the 3 types of music I make myself. So when we're talking about who I like, for ambient, Solar Fields and Carbon-Based Lifeforms are my 2 favorite ambient relaxing, and Hammock. Somebody told me about Hammock, one of you guys, long time ago. I love that. Me and my girlfriend have listened. Wow. We have listened to that so many times. Just amazing. And Craig Pruis is another one of he's more like very relaxing, meditative, some like Indian chants. Amazing stuff. And one more, Jay Uttal. He has one song. All his other songs suck, but this one song might be the best song on earth. I'll try to post links down below. So for them, that's what I like for ambient. For house, I don't really know, because they were like DJs. I never got to know who was actually making this music, so I search for tech house and tribal house. Those are my favorite types. And for hip hop, it's tough to say. I mean, Eminem, I'm a white boy, so I like me some white rap. He's just so good. I love his beats and his lyrics, just the flow. That's what is most important to me. That's why it takes me so long to write these hip hop songs, because I pay attention to the flow and the exact placement and the rhythm of each word, and that takes forever to actually say something that makes sense in the right rhythm. It's not like a natural talent of mine, but I can do it very good in my opinion. It just takes me so long to figure it out. So I've been a little stuck on my Meat Eaters diss track, but I will pick it up again. I just released an ambient song for my ambient videos, and I will do a how I make a hip hop beat soon. I will do that live. because I need a new hip-hop beat for the backgrounds of my videos, and that's about it. I mean, there's other rappers. There's another white guy, Buck25, Buck65. I really like him. And Wu-Tang back in the day, RZA, he's probably my favorite. So many. I mean, Mobb Deep. Trying to remember. I mean, there's just so many. But those were, I like 90s hip hop. That's when I was listening to it. And search it if you can. Vegan Tricker asks, who are you most grateful towards? Who would you thank most for the knowledge and inspiration and motivation to have shaped you to becoming the person you are today? Love your vids, by the way. Hope to see you around. That's a loaded question. Wow. I mean, I'm such an introvert that I don't have a lot of inspirations in my life. I mean, it would have to be my girlfriend, because I wasn't really going anywhere before I met her. Like I was just starting the YouTube videos, and I was kind of doing something with my life, but it wasn't really going in a specific direction with any speed or power or fun or excitement. And when she came into my life, it's just like it sparked something. You can see my personality change in the videos before I met her, and I even have a little graph that my YouTube stats were like flatlining until the day I met her, and then I started getting the heartbeat and getting spikes. So definitely she's been my favorite person so far on planet Earth, and I love you, honey. So yes, definitely check one off for the girlfriend. The Great Herbivorous Gorilla asks, will you ever be on the Vegan Revolution podcast? Funny story about that. Back in the day when Brett Rawlings was on YouTube, we were going to go on his podcast. I heard about it. He was like, yeah, we're on. I was like, yeah, I'm down. Me and him were gonna go on, and I don't know what happened. It never happened. But yeah, I would do it. Hit me up. I don't know what that was. Kenimus76 sounds like Kent if he was an alien or an astronaut. So when will you be making the vegan poutine? This could be your chance to shine. Also, why have you stopped the trolling videos? My heart hurts in their absence. My recipes suck, and we all know that. I eat very simply for digestion, and yeah, that's why I don't create masterpieces. I could make very delicious food, but I get acne from like nutritional yeast, and garlic hurts my bladder, and it's like I can't really do these super flavorful foods, so I don't really play around with them. But I could make killer food, but I choose not to. And the second part, the trolling videos. For those of you who are unaware, I have a series called Trolling 101, where I used to go to vegan channels and troll their haters, because we get so much hate as vegans. I just wanted to give a little back, come up with witty comebacks, and it was a fun series. I mean, after a while, I started getting my own hate. When I was first doing that series, I was not getting any hate of my own, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna start trolling these haters. But then I started getting the hate, and it was just like, okay, I read this every day. I don't need to go search more hate and reply to it. It put my energy in the wrong place, took my focus away from having fun, and it was just like replying to stupidity. And so I just stopped the series. I might try it again, but Johnny Cooper asks, do you think veganism will once flourish? I think it's obvious that eventually it will catch on. It's catching on, but I mean, so many people are so brainwashed. They're not gonna see it, and they're so addictive. They're addicted to that fried chicken, and they ain't gonna stop for nobody. They don't care if Bambi is looking at you in the eyes. They're just like, yeah, but you could be fried chicken, I'm sorry. I need that in my life. So I think it will catch on. It's just there's too much media focused and pushing hamburgers on you. It's tough. I just started watching hockey just a couple weeks ago. I never watched sports, but our Toronto Maple Leafs made it into the playoffs. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the playoffs. And all these commercials with advertisements for fast food, it was just like, wow. No wonder people have so many cravings and they're so fat. It's like people watch TV with all these ads, and I really do want to ban these people from my channel. These ads, like I get ads for meat and ribs and like bacon and burgers and milk. It's like, why are you advertising that on my channel? I have to find out. I will totally ban. I don't care if I make less money to just ban this. I don't want that on my channel. I do want money. Let's not be mistaken here. But I don't want that to be I hate that that's how YouTubers make money. It shouldn't be that. It should be something completely different. And hopefully it will change, but I think I'm gonna start banning these like dairy. You're advertising dairy on my channel? Are you kidding me? That's what almost killed me. So please do tell me down below if you see an ad like that on my channel, and try to write down the name of the company and I'll see if I can blacklist them, because I think we have that power. We can just block certain companies from adding that, and I will do it. I will do it. I think my money would go up, if anything, because doing the right thing is rewarded. So I will start the trend. I will do it. Who's with me? Nobody. Come on. Durian Rider, you with me? No. Oh, he asked like 15 questions. Do you believe in an afterlife? Yes, I do. I believe in every life. Forever. And always was and will always be. We are here now, and there's no going back. We probably always were here. I don't know how it started, but yeah, I believe I will come back. I mean, I believe my psychic told me I wasn't even on this planet my last life. So I believe we have all kinds of adventures in all kinds of different realms, and it might be human, could be completely spiritual, who knows? But yeah, it just continues forever. Oh yeah, he just keeps on going with these questions. Do you know where your ancestors are originally from? Not really. I mean, my dad, I never met my dad. I'll probably do a video on that one day. I want to meet him. I do. I want to meet him. He's full Italian, and my mom is like Scottish and Jewish, and that's about all I know. Jenny Bunny asks, do you like carrots? I do not. I do not. I don't mind them cooked, like roasted. I made some killer roasted carrots once. Soaked in coconut oil. Not soaked in coconut oil, but drizzled. Or was it olive oil? I don't know. And garlic powder and Himalayan salt. Like that, yeah. But in general, not my favorite vegetable, and I don't like juicing them at all. Heather Elise asks, since going vegan, have the quality of your farts improved? Sometimes they are silent and friendly. Other times they are also silent, but not so friendly. Rude even. Pushy. Yeah, it depends. Depends what you eat. I mean, certain foods just don't break down. The roasted chickpeas I've been eating, those have been giving me some fun times down there. But in general, when I have vegetable juice, big fruit meals throughout the day, and even the beans, if I cook them properly, like lentils soaked overnight, cooked for like 2 hours, I don't really have problem with gas. I have some gas, but it doesn't smell. But certain things, like those roasted chickpeas, and a lot of the nuts used to do that, the pumpkin seeds and the almonds, I think. I don't have the strongest digestion ever. So it's usually a protein-rich food that does that, the bad-smelling gas, the sulfury gas. So sulfur-containing amino acids, and they don't break down. And that's our punishment for straying away from the tropics. Wellington Bike Cam 1 asks, tell us about your relationship with recreational drugs. I have made a couple videos on this. I mean, my first drug ever was cannabis, and my cousin got me into it. He got me into everything. He was a very bad influence on me. But yeah, I used to smoke weed a lot from like age 14 to 28, major pothead. And some people smoke it and they say it improves their life, like they do it for the spiritual benefits. That's possible. I didn't do that. I used it as an escape, and it was a fun escape, and it made my music better. I've made some killer music on weed. So I look back, it was a fun time. It gave me a different perspective. It always changed my mind. Whenever I'd smoke weed in the later years, it's been like 8 or 10 years or something. It's been a long time, maybe less than that, but it used to give me this different perspective where I started realizing all the things that were wrong in my life, and it just like I became aware of them, whereas I wasn't thinking of them before. So it has its benefits, it has its place, but I felt it was making me stupid, and I was forgetting everything, and my brain wasn't working. It's barely working now, and that's probably due to 14 years of smoking that stuff. So I don't know, that and the mercury fillings have made me a damn idiot sometimes, but it's part of my charm. Part of my charm. Philip Chandler, see, here's one that I recognize for sure. I know you're still with me, brother. Thank you. I've met this guy in person. He was really nice. And he says, give us a good update on the pipes. Give us a quick gun show. And of course, I will do that. Oh my God. I was walking by a cop the other day, and I had to quickly conceal these, because we know in Canada you're not allowed. I think 12 inches is the max you're allowed, but I'm over that, so I gotta be careful around the popo. Even if I'm wearing this shirt, one day I will film me going up to cops. I've had this fantasy for a while. I'll be like, you guys is there a problem here? I'm the vegetable police. If I do a cavity check, one of you guys, am I gonna find broccoli or what? Yeah? No? Come with me. So yeah, he asks, how much have you put on in the last few months? Although this was like a year and a half ago, so I don't know, I'm still gaining. I'm working on a new strategy. For the longest time, I didn't follow a plan. I was just working out and doing as many reps as I could, but that's really more endurance training. So I'm getting on to convict conditioning, and I'm trying to follow his steps and reach up towards one-armed push-ups, even though I can do them, not quite like he does them with the feet together. He's very specific with his methods. So I'm working my way up. The pull-ups right now, I mean, they're harder the way he does them. Like, you go up and then you hold it for a good second, and it's like I'm focusing more on technique and strength rather than just doing as many reps as I can. So right now I'm at his place where I can do 10 pull-ups. I'm supposed to get to 2 sets of 10, and I'm at 10 and 7, and then I move up to, I think, the one-armed pull-ups or something like that, and he has a whole progression, and that's what I'm working up now. Super Sunflower asks, which vegan YouTuber do you enjoy watching the most? I don't expire. Wow. I don't subscribe to a lot of vegan YouTubers because I don't find a lot of them entertaining or that knowledgeable, really. I mean, I'm subscribed to Life Regenerator because I feel like he has something special with his health. Like, he's the one guy who gets it, and he's working so hard. He's like the one guy who will just not cheat, and I look up to him. So he doesn't make videos that often anymore, but he's one of my favorites from back in the day. John Rose. I still watch all his videos. Honestly though, oh, Vegan Gains. I didn't even think of him. I don't know. I see Vegan Gains. I know I've been mentioning him a lot in the channel lately. Just, I don't know. He's the one that I'm still watching, so he's just like on my mind. He'll make a video and then I'll be like, oh, I want to say something about that. It's not that I'm like obsessed with him or trying to leech off his, well, I am. I'm trying to get extra views. I mean, my last video could have just said black guy, but I put Vegan Gains in there instead, hoping it would get more views. You gotta come up with these little sneaks as a YouTuber. But yeah, I feel like Vegan Gains, I don't like the direction he's going in. I don't ever want to like build up my Patreon to where I'm withholding YouTube videos from you guys. I can't guarantee that I'll never do that, and it is a smart strategy, and I probably should do it, and I might do it, and I will do it. But I don't like it. It doesn't feel right to me when he said he was doing that. And it's just like, I see his channel just taking a nosedive, and I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't, because I hope he's like exciting. He's so creative. He's like one of the few creative vegans who's super smart and like just puts effort into his videos. So we need more people like that, friendlier perhaps. But yeah, I mean, vegans, y'all gotta step up your game, because I'm not subscribed to a lot of vegans. I'm looking through Eric Dubay. He makes the flat earth stuff, so at least he's different. Tavis Bradley, that's Life Regenerator's friend, but he doesn't make much. Symbiotic Solutions, I am subscribed to you, brother. He doesn't make videos very often either, but when I started getting back into the fruitarian stuff, he had a lot of interviews with people at Woodstock and stuff, so, and he has high production quality videos, so he's very creative as well, so I like his videos. Barnana Boy, he just hardly ever makes videos, and he failed to beat me in the push-ups, so I understand why you cowered away in defeat. I mean, alpha monkey male over here. I sounded my chest horn. You had to leave. Amir, he makes music. He's vegan. Fruit and Strength never makes videos. Rice and Raw hardly ever makes videos. Spencer Mack hardly ever makes videos. Furzy on Film, he was amazing. He did the redneck recipes. Never makes videos. So, I don't know. Light Twins, they never make videos anymore. It's a sad world we live in. So, y'all vegan YouTubers gotta step up to the plate and knock one out of the park. Because, I don't know, y'all are boring. Y'all gotta step it up. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I put a lot of effort into my videos, and it's not just information that is so dry. I try to spunk it up, try to make it enjoyable for the journey, because you're not going to remember it if it's just like tomatoes have B6. Don't do that. Don't make that video. She also asks, how fast can you peel an orange? I'm guessing 33 seconds. Also, do you think sunflower butter and oats make a tasty combination? Tasty combination that will never leave your colon. Out of Place Ninja has just wrote an entire book to me. So, keep them short if you can, because I'm not going to read all that. That's too much. Come on. But he said, I'm always in dark. Does that mean I'm a serial killer? I have red clothes. See? I've already proved you wrong. I don't serial kill that often. Twice a week, max. That's nothing. He does get to a question eventually. How much does it cost to eat vegan weekly? I don't know. I don't pay attention to stuff like this. I just buy. Whatever I need, I buy. Millionaire mindset. But I did make that video on the prices of various different vegan foods compared to meat-based foods. It's a meat-based food. It's meat. And starch wins for cheap-wise. And yeah, it's a good video. You should watch it. It has like 1,000 views. I put so much time into that video. Some of them just don't take off. What can you do? Do you ever have cravings for animal products? Sometimes. I mean, my mom does cook a lot of meat, so she'll be frying up burgers. That's the only time I'm ever subjected to it. And when I was watching TV for the hockey game, I was noticing all these beef commercials and chicken wings, and I was like, I remember that. Ooey gooey cheese dripping pizza. They make it look so good. But in general, I'm not really craving these things. And I feel if you get enough fruit, you don't crave the sweet treats that have like the dairy cheesecake and shit. If you get enough protein and fat, you won't crave, I can't guarantee it, but with the green juice and enough protein and fat, you shouldn't have cravings. If you are, it's mental or some super important nutrient. One of the two. Okay, we're moving on from that guy. There's only so much time you get in the sunlight before I throw some shade on you. So, Grand Vegan asks, where did you buy your girlfriend? Really? How dare you? I could attract a woman. That could happen. Amazon. Are you going to Raw Till 4 Festival in Chiang Mai? I think even if I went and was in Chiang Mai, I probably wouldn't go to that. It's a bunch of cyclists, a bunch of skinny cyclists who live their life to ride the bike, sitting on their balls all day. So skinny. I'm surprised they can lift a bike up into their cheap Thailand apartments. That's what I'm surprised at. And then the gang leader, Durian Rider, with his Sprite dealership. I don't think I'd even go. It's not really my thing. I'm not the social bunny of the wilderness. What did you fill the hole dug by video games? Yes, I used to play like 14 hours a day. I was very addictive. That's the second time I've said that. I was very addicted. I filled it up with YouTube videos, inspiring YouTube videos like Evan Carmichael. I almost unsubscribed from him because he puts out so many videos, but I watch most of them and it just inspires me. So just looking at my feed here, John Rose, Evan Carmichael, and a bunch of camera guys. I mean, I still battle with wanting to waste time instead of putting all my effort into making videos and music. And it's something I'm working on. I gotta stop this mindset, because sometimes I look for wasting time. I want to do it. I want to watch stupid videos. I want to check Facebook even though I don't follow anybody. And I check all these news sites like the MMA fighting sites and all these camera sites I have and camera rumor sites, and I waste too much time. And I would just be doing so much better if I could focus fully on the videos and the music. I'm working on it. He's asking more questions. What do you think about French sons of bitches? He is French. I remember him. He gave me a shout out once and he posted a link to his video and it was all in French, but thank you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, I love all people of this earth. I don't see any race. I mean, it's the strangest thing to me when people call me racist, because I've made a couple videos like that Vegan Gains video where I called out all the bodybuilders, and that one line where I was just like, how big a nigga need to be? People think that's actually racist. I get so many comments like, you shouldn't be racist. That's not racism. That's racial comedy at its finest, I might add. But I don't have a racist bone in my body. I was gonna say blood. That would be dangerous. But yeah, like the whole Nazi video and all that. I mean, I have nothing against any race. Anybody thinking that I'm racist or anti-Semite, like, that is just preposterous. So it's like a dark side of my YouTube career so far that people actually think that. But I mean, I grew up in Toronto, like the most multicultural city on earth. And it's like every day I was surrounded by every race, Black, Indian, Chinese. And it's just like, I've never seen them as different. It's just like, oh, those are human beings around. So I'm not that guy. Thoughts on cashew nuts? They are addictive. They will kill you. You could eat 1,000 days worth, and they just never do anything but sit in your gut forever. So they're devil nuts. Favorite movie, TV series, books? I've already mentioned the TV shows: Seinfeld, King of Queens, Simpsons, Family Guy, back in the day at least. And Simpsons, like first 12 seasons, I think, were good. But I like the comedy stuff, and Curb Your Enthusiasm was amazing. But yeah, I don't watch TV anymore. Movies? I mean, I love movies. So many, like all the Lord of the Rings stuff, the Matrixes, The Hobbit. I just watched Get Out. Highly recommend that movie. Oh my god, I'm still thinking about it. Amazing movie. Interstellar was one of my favorite movies. Books? I like The Power. That was the best book I might have ever read. The Power. It's in the Secret series. And that Quantum Success book was very good as well. Somebody recommended that to me. Very good book. What is your real job? How dare you? What is a sperm? Your sperm. Your sperm. Your French sperm. You walked right into that one. Please answer in hip-hop style without avoiding questions. Aw, shit. You should have said that at the beginning. That's a life lesson for you. That's a life lesson for you, because I'm not going to repeat it all. So you can see why I've been putting this off for a year and a half. I've been filming for 1 hour and 27 minutes so far. I ain't even tired. I can go all night. That's the vegan blood sustainability process. What was that? Vegan for the Animals asks, he has a few, pick what you want or none. So I may do that. Did you buy Kent's wig online or in a store? If in a store, were you cracking up when you bought it? Kent did what he did. I don't know what he did to get that head. A lot of people think I'm Kent, and it's like, I don't look anything like that guy. He eats lard for breakfast, I think butter for lunch, and sometimes he goes vegan for dinner and eats olive oil. I'm trying to distance myself from him. He knows where I live, and that's frightening enough. But let's just not speak of him too much longer. Oh God. Why'd you mail me to the Serengeti? If I don't look at him, I think he just disappears. I think he fades into the night. I'm not gonna disappear, you idiot. Okay, cool. Favorite vegan junk food? I don't really eat junk food. It's not worth it to me. Anything deep fried, I don't even touch. I don't know that I have a favorite vegan junk food. I guess it would be some of the processed meats. Those sausages from Field Roast were pretty good. The potato sandwich, mayonnaise, there it is. Vegan mayonnaise, that's my life. But I don't eat it because it's like canola oil. Who wants that? If somebody makes just olive oil, but even then, that blending oxidizes it. What's the point? What's the point? Durian, there we go. That's my cheat. That's my jam. Okay, that guy had like 8 questions. Moving along. Leafy vegan, again. How dare you? Double tapping son of a bitch. Leafy vegan asks, are you an Alan Rickman fan? His death seemed to be overshadowed by Bowie's. Please discuss. I don't know who that is, and I'm glad he's dead. I have no idea who that is. I wish he was alive. I don't care. MC Me asks, what are your thoughts on distilled water? What kind of water do you drink? I distill my own water and I add mineral drops back to it. I don't feel hydrated on just distilled, so I add the minerals back. What is it? Some solution, concentrates. Just a couple drops per gallon. I need that. Nigga Please asks, on a scale of 1 to vegan gains, how much do you hate children? I don't love children. They don't bring a lot of joy to my heart. They don't do a lot. They can be cute, but I wouldn't say I hate them, but they're loud and they don't know when to not be loud. So I'd say a 6. So Meadow V asks, did I annoy you when I said I wanted to go back to raw foods in the comments the other day? I get like 1,000 comments every second. I don't remember anybody's comment from the other day, let alone a year and 3 months ago. So yes, you annoyed the hell out of me. I'll never forget it. Do I use relaxer in my hair to keep it from growing out into a majestic, luscious fro like your lippy a-hole brother Kent? Yes, I do. We are genetically of similar spawn, and that would happen to me, the curly afro head, if I didn't use the relaxer. So I do it. It's worth not looking like him. I'm just realizing how long this video is gonna take to edit and how long it will actually be. It could be like an hour long for all I know at this point. So I think we should just stop. This is so hard to come up with a question and answer video when you get so many comments. How do people fit them all in? I mean, I guess I should have just broken it up over the year, but I didn't do that. And I saved it all for once, and I want to go to bed. It's like 10 p.m. now. Been going for an hour and 37 minutes, and I'd like to stop now. So we're gonna end it, and I will do another one of these soon. I will make another video announcing where you put the questions, and I will pick some of them and not do all of them like I've tried to do here. That's not even half of them. It's not even half of them, and I only had like 1,000 subs back then probably. So I think we're done here. Thank you for watching, my friend. I'd like you to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. A thumbs down if I didn't answer your question, and you're gonna unsubscribe now, and you're gonna do it in a dramatic fashion where you say unsubbed. I love when people hate when people do that. Unsub, those are spam words for me now. You just get sent automatically somewhere and I delete your life from my life. So we're done here. Thank you for watching this really long video, and I only imagine what's ahead of me to edit it, but we are done. Subscribe for more videos, and maybe you will get featured in the next Q&A video. How exciting is that? Very. Okay.